If the reason for firing Comey was because of his handling of the Clinton investigation, why now?
I'll tell you what is the most telling thing that happened yesterday. It's the president's one-page letter. He mentioned one specific in that letter. He didn't mention anything that was in Rod Rosenstein's memo. The only specific he mentioned is, oh, and I really appreciate that you told me 3 times that I'm not under investigation. That's like a poker player giving you a facial expression when they realize they have a bad hand. He tipped his hand in that sentence. What he's worried about is the investigation that's ongoing into Russia.
Look, timing is crucial here. Appearances matter. Lawyers live by a set of rules of conduct every day of the week, where the appearance of a conflict of interest matters as much as the conflict itself. The appearance of impropriety matters as much as any impropriety itself. That's true of judges and lawyers. It ought to be true of a president, an attorney general, and a deputy. And the appearance of impropriety here is, I think, overriding.
The President's decision to accept the recommendation of the Deputy Attorney General and the Attorney General to remove Director Comey as the head of the FBI was based solely and exclusively on his commitment to the best interest of the American people and to ensuring that the FBI has the trust and confidence of the people of this nation.
It makes perfect sense if you believe the following, that Mr. Rosenstein had a couple of weeks to evaluate how the agency was running and came to conclude that Mr. Comey, for a variety of reasons, couldn't lead the agency. So I don't know how much longer he should have waited to make that evaluation, but it's pretty clear to me that Mr. Comey is a controversial figure, and you picked up on that controversy probably within the FBI.
Our Democratic colleagues complaining about the removal of an FBI director whom they themselves repeatedly and sharply criticized, that removal being done by a man, Rod Rosenstein, whom they repeatedly and effusively praised, when Mr. Rosenstein recommended Mr. Comey's removal for many of the very reasons that they consistently complained about.
If there was ever a time when circumstances warranted a special prosecutor, it is right now.
Where we go from here is a special prosecutor, which I've advocated since February.
And it raises the stakes to get an independent prosecutor and to make sure that the Senate intel investigation goes forward and now accelerates.